Hi, my name's William Schaeffer with another book review. Today's book is The Freedom Manifesto by Tom Hodckinson. I haven't done many book reviews lately and haven't been inspired to read too many books, really. Life is difficult. But I stumbled across this book, The Freedom Manifesto, in a used bookstore, and I bought it. It was published in 2006, and it's still very relevant today. The general theme of the book is we're trained to accept certain ideas as normal and status quo that may not be in our own best interest. And if we can re-examine some of our assumptions about the way things are, the way they're supposed to be, and what we're supposed to do, we might have more freedom and we might have a happier life. I really like this author's approach to the subject. First, he introduces the concept. He has historical references of people and authors and groups that have dealt with that issue in the past, and it's all in a very compact and easily readable chapter. And let me read some of the chapters for you. Number 1, banish anxiety, be carefree. 2, break the bonds of boredom. 4, reject career and all its empty promises. 5, get out of the city. 6, end class war. 7, cast off your watch. 8, stop competing. 9, escape debt. There's actually 29 of these chapters that all deal with a different aspect of contemporary life and how it might take too much of our time and energy for what we really get out of it. 21, disarm pain. 22, stop worrying about your pension and get a life. 24, self-important Puritans must die. 28, reject waste, embrace thrift. All in all, a very inspiring book to read. You can just read a chapter a day. You don't have to read the whole book from beginning to end. Just pick a chapter, read it, see what he says about the subject, and then think about it, and think about how it reflects on your own life. Now I'd like to read one thing right here. This is from the chapter Forget Government, page 147. An important mental step in escaping the power of government is to understand that, to some degree, we ourselves are complicit with the problem. By not acting for ourselves, we allow others to act for us. In Being and Nothingness, Sartre says that it's no use sitting around moaning about your life, because that is to abdicate responsibility for it. And nothing external can make us think or act in certain ways unless we allow it to do so. And I also like a comment he has in the chapter on Get Off Your Watch. Page 81. We also need to abandon the slavish notions that there aren't enough hours in the day and I just don't have enough time. When we say we don't have time to do something, what we really mean is, I prioritized something else. People say, I haven't got time to read, or walk, or play, or cook, or stare out the window. But they seem to have the time to watch hours of television every day. The sense of there not being enough time acts like a slave driver at our heels, cracking a whip and telling us to get a move on. It is one of the triumphs of the capitalist project that the slave driver is now inside us. And this saves an enormous amount on the wage bill. And worse, we have been duped into spending our own money to buy a little slave driver to go on our wrist. In any event, I heartily recommend reading the book The Freedom Manifesto. He discusses a lot of aspects of our life that are relevant to me and my life, and I like the historical precedents. So re-examine your opinions on wealth and possessions and how you spend your time and your career and your relationship with your friends and neighbors. And maybe you're living artificially in constrained ways, and maybe you can have more freedom of time and thought. So I heartily recommend the Freedom Manifesto. Thank you, and leave your comments below.